Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video today. A couple of days ago, the Call of Duty reveal event finally happened, and today I'm going to bring you all the information that happened, everything we've learned so far about Call of Duty World War II, and also a little bit of sneaky information about Black Ops 3. There may be some more DLC coming, which I'll have some more information on later on. So yeah, just stay tuned, guys. Alright, so then guys, the World War II reveal event. I know I'm probably a little bit late to the party, but I had to go and work a little bit in London, so I wasn't actually at home able to record for you guys. But I did watch the event, I watched it live, and there's a lot of useful information that we actually all learned from that. Like, just the whole reveal trailer. They actually gave us the first full trailer of the game rather than just all the images about it. And as of recording this video, I know, like I said, a couple of days late, but as of recording this video, it has over 10 million views already. Which, if you think it's been like, what, 2 days? That's actually ridiculous. It's got over 10 million views in 2 days. I just can't wait. Like, everyone's like seeing that. I can see that everyone is just as hyped as I am and cannot wait for this game. Let's turn off the auto shutdown. Everyone cannot, like me, cannot wait for this video. And it's going to be actually ridiculous by the looks of it. Even the single player looks just incredible. Like, I know it's what Call of Duty used to be all about and are trying to get back to being all about. Like, just this whole single player side of this, like the World War II game, think World at War. Like how OP the let's bring the race in. You think how OP all of the World at War like campaign used to be, COD 4 campaign with Pride, even Modern Warfare 2 campaign. If you just think about how good they used to be, like, they're really gritty, really brutal and gritty gameplay they used to have on them. Yeah, this one is following the story of Red Daniels and his. Oh, let's get away with that. It's following Red Daniels and his squad, and it looks quite amazing. Just show you this quickly. The character Red Daniels is actually based off one of the. Oh shit! Yeah, it's based off one of the Sledgehammer Games founders. It's based off one of their dads, because during the production of this game, he actually passed away sadly. So there's kind of like a little tribute to him based on them with him, Red Daniels and his squad. But yeah, the whole game goes through historical events in World War II, like the storming of Omaha Beach in Normandy, which is like a massively iconic event for World War II. And it's just like loads of things like Battle of Dunkirk, just all those different events. It looks like it's going to be amazing, and everything we've seen so far looks genuinely amazing. It's really gritty and actually really realistic for what is just a game. Oh shit! Didn't think that'd be. And they've even got some like quite big actors in for the to make appearances in the game. So you got like Josh Duhamel from. He's done quite a few movies. Can't think of any off the top of my head. And then you've got John Tucker, who's actually done quite a few movies. And yeah, it's just really like good cast they've got in for this. So hopefully the performances from that will just really add to the story. And then even the multiplayer looks pretty amazing. They've got like some new added features, like the headquarters mode, or headquarters like part of it, which is kind of based off of the tower in Destiny. And I don't know if any of you played Destiny much, but there's like a little tower where you can just like interact with other people, just do lots of things in between matches. So hopefully it just keeps everyone entertained and adds like a new little element to it all. Oops. And hopefully with that it will just make it a lot more immersive experience than like just sitting in a lobby waiting for the game to start. Although in saying that, I probably will miss the probably will miss the release of weapon. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I probably will miss like the whole lobby system because back when I was at school and at college, I used to be quite sad and just play like I used to play Call of Duty 24/7. Like that used to be my go-to game. And in between the lobbies, I'd sit there and revise like, for my exams and that. It didn't really pay off too well. And like in hindsight, I should have probably just spent a bit more time studying. But you know, I was happy being a little nerd, and yeah. So it's gonna be a little bit different. And they've got like a new war mode, which looks like it's going to be like a massive, like they've got ground war already, but it looks like a bigger scale of ground war. Like you think Battlefield, how big the maps, how like many people play in that, and the size of the maps. I think it's going to be a lot more like that, a lot more like a proper World War II war. Like it's not like just a little squadron going around. It is like, if you think about it, there's massive amount of people compared to the old, like how it used to be. Like compared to now, like there's a lot more people in the squad compared to now, so I think it's just going to be a big difference in how it's played. So I think they really have aimed for realism with this game. One more. Cool, there we go. 35-7 on that game, guys. But yeah, like I said, it seems like there's going to be a lot more realism in Call of Duty this year. They've gone back to boots on the ground, which is what everyone's been crying out for absolutely ages. Well, they're saying that, everyone's been saying this, ridiculously unrealistic how it has been, and now as soon as they announce boots on the ground, everyone's saying, oh, they're copying Battlefield 1, copying Medal of Honor, all of that. But for one, Medal of Honor is more modern, they're trying to base it on now, like the more recent Medal of Honor games. And then Battlefield 1 is, for one, it's World War 1, not World War 2. And Sledgehammer have been working on this game for 3 years, so they have started on this well before Battlefield 1 came out. So before they even knew about Battlefield 1, they were working on World War 2. So they're not really copying that, they are putting their own stamp on it again. And I think it's going to be a lot better than Battlefield 1 personally. I've never got on with Battlefield games, so I'm really excited to have a look at this. And I cannot wait for, they're dropping more details in June about this. Like they're talking about the private beta, if there's a class system, all the game modes, just everything they should be dropping in June, I think, from what I can gather from what I've said. Yeah, so we're going to probably get more information on the headquarters mode, which Michael Condrey, who is actually the co-founder of Sledgehammer Games, he said it's inspired by, like, if anyone's played World of Warcraft, which I haven't really, but I know about the whole community side of it, how there's always something going on, it's always buzzing. And they're trying to base it all on that more than anything. So yeah, that'll be really interesting to see what they can do with that. And then we finally found out what the third mode actually was. And I'm going to put a picture on screen for you now of what it actually is and what we've seen so far. It's actually, they're bringing back Nazi zombies. Not just normal zombies, it's actually Nazi zombies as well. So it's going to be, what I've said so far, it's a completely new story. And it's going to be based on the Nazis knew they were going to lose the war, so they had like one last little push at the end. One last little push to try and win it. So they just like created the Nazi zombies, and we get all new characters, a whole new story, and I just cannot wait for it. I really can't. It sounds like it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait to see what they can do with it. Like all they've redone so far is Exo Zombies, which no one really liked the Exo suit, and they got told to bring in. So I think it'll be interesting to see what they can do with a whole fresh game. So yeah, it'll be really interesting. Considering they're saying it's like their best game they've ever made, and considering they made the Dead Space series, which is primarily a horror story, a horror game, which I cannot wait to see what they can do with the Nazi zombie side of things if it's all horror. and I think it's going to be actually amazing. I think if everyone gives it a chance, it'll be different to the old zombies. I think it will be very different to that. But I just hope people can actually give it a chance and see this. See, they're not going to go just for the straight up classic zombies. They're going to mix it up a little bit, like they have done with Exo Zombies. It will be different. Oh shit. But yeah, all of this is like the actual full release of the game to be November 3rd. So we've got quite a while to wait for it yet. So the fact that we've got so much information at such an early stage is actually it's actually really, really amazing. We've got so much information on it already. So yeah, and I did mention at the start of the video that there's a little bit of information I've got on another DLC perhaps for Black Ops 3. And there is actually someone emailed Amazon because it appeared on the website that there is another DLC supposed to be coming. And from that email they got, I'll put it up on screen if I can find it, I'll put it up on screen for you guys. And someone got a reply of there is going to be another DLC it's going to be all zombie based. It's going to be like, from what they're saying, it's going to be a remaster of all of the old zombie maps. So we're talking all the originals from World at War right the way through to Black Ops 2. And they're all going to be released just for this game for... I think it's to finally box off the whole story of Rick Toffin and everyone like that. Just literally completely closing it off and ending it there. Yeah, I really can't wait because I love the whole Gobblegum thing they brought into it, like Perkaholic. Like, if I had Perkaholic back when I was doing like the World at War and that kind of, like the original one, it would have made it so much more interesting because they had, like, without the perks in that map, it was quite difficult, and I know it's meant to be quite difficult. But I can't wait to see what they can do with it if it is true, which from this I'm gathering it is true. It really was like, it was game changing for Call of Duty really. A lot of people love the fact that they were able to do that and bring in a different mode that really panders to a wider audience. It's such an iconic game series that I've kind of grown up with it. So I've grown up with all the different zombie maps, and it would be really nice to be able to play them all together again, and I just can't wait. Yeah, it got me thinking actually, looking back through all the Call of Duty maps, that it's almost moulded me as like sort of a gamer and like what games I play, just because of how big Call of Duty's been. Like, it's the game I play most. Like, it really has moulded what kind of gamer I am. Like, because there's loads of games that I play. Like, I play a lot of racing games. I play FIFA, but the games I keep coming back to every single time, no matter what, seems to be Call of Duty. And I don't know what it is about. I just love first-person shooters. I always have done. It looks like I always will. And yeah, there's loads of games that I do love. Like, we'll keep going back to play. Like, you've got all the Pokemon games. I can just play them over and over again. Like, I've got, I don't know if you guys can see, I've got an old Game Boy in the background somewhere. Like, my old Game Boy Color. My old one broke, so I actually went out and bought a new one just so I could play like all the Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red, just so I could play all them again. And there's nothing beats playing a proper Game Boy Color. Not like, oh, he's downstairs. Yeah, nothing beats like playing all the Pokemon games, and then yeah, I just love it, and I can't wait for. So I'm getting a Nintendo Switch soon, so I can't wait for. So I think they'll bring out some Pokemon games on the Nintendo Switch, which will be absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait. I think it will like be genuinely amazing to be able to play it on like a bigger handheld console with better graphics. So like you can have like a 3D I know there's like the Ark Survival mods. You can get a mod for the Ark Survival game mode, which it's good, but it's not quite proper Pokemon. It's not what we wanted. It's not what I want anyway. Yeah, and we've got. I'm also looking forward to the new Gran Turismo game, which is coming out either at the end of this year or start of next. I really cannot wait for that. Like, if you think about racing games and what a lot of games people played, what? If you think about games that people played, that is like, you think racing, you think, if you got Xbox, you're gonna think Forza more than anything now. But when you're little, you always used to play Gran Turismo, and I cannot wait for the next one to come out, and hopefully there'll be some really nice cars on there that, you know, I just love it. I just love them games. I can't describe it. I just love them games so much. Like the realism of them and the fact that you can literally drive anything from, you have a Mini Cooper if you want, all the way through to an F1 car. Like, no other racing game that I've seen can deliver that for you, and it's just amazing. So I'm gonna wrap up the video there, guys. If you like this, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, just when you comment, just put like any games you're looking forward to seeing, any games that you grew up with and like you really love, and no matter how much you want to go to a different game, you always come back to those same games. So for me, I said like it's Call of Duty, Pokemon. I just can't get rid of them. I can't put them down for more than like a week or so, I'd say. So yeah, just remember to do that, and then like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, cheers. Nice one, guys. See ya.